You're here because you want to know how you stack up against others in retirement. I'll tell you. But stick around as I'll also share 9 strategies that you can use to help strengthen your net worth. Let's dive in. But first, the few refreshers to best understand the numbers I'll share. Net worth is really just a simple equation: what you own minus what you owe, your assets minus your liabilities. For retirees, it's a helpful scorecard for assessing whether your savings and investments are ready to support your lifestyle. Another quick refresher is to understand the difference between average and median. The average net worth can be skewed because of multi-billionaires like Elon Musk, who aren't like you and me. They stretch the average much higher than what Americans actually have. Now, that's where the median comes into play because that's the middle of households. Half of the people are above it and half are below. It's a much more tangible and realistic number to think about for our conversation today. Now, that being said, for retirees between age 55 and 64, the median net worth is $364,500, where the average is 1.56 million. For retirees between age 65 and 74, the median net worth is $409,900, and the average is $1.79 million. For those above age 75, the median net worth is $335,600 and the average is 1.62 million. This gap shows that most retirees aren't millionaires, even though the average might suggest otherwise. You might have noticed how the averages and medians went down over age 75. That's a common trend among my clients, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. Think of retirement like you've reached the peak of a mountain. Your career, your climb, it's your accumulation phase. And now at the top, you're at your peak and then going down into the descent or decumulation phase, being retirement. The goal is to descend smoothly down the mountain without running out of resources too quickly. Just like a plane preparing to land, you want to aim with a soft landing, where your spending aligns with your savings to avoid exhausting your nest egg too early. And that's where a key financial plan comes into play. If your net worth is under the average and or you're looking to boost your net worth, here are 9 ideas for you to consider. First, review your investment allocation. This is like checking in on the engine to a car. It doesn't really matter how aerodynamic the car is if the fundamentals are off. Your investment strategy should match your current goals. For some, that might mean being more aggressive to grow assets if there's time on your side. And for others, a more conservative approach might make more sense to protect what you've already built. This isn't investment advice. Please consult with a financial professional before making any decisions. The next key strategy is to optimize your income. Not all income sources are created equal. Just like you've got retirement withdrawals, maybe a pension or annuity, and Social Security to decide when to start, pulling from these income sources at the right time can make a big difference in preserving your wealth. For a deeper dive on this subject, feel free to subscribe to the channel for more videos on maximizing your retirement income. An example is if you balance withdrawals from your taxable accounts and your 401k, you can avoid capital gains on the former while lowering your RMD liability later on, and all the while delaying starting Social Security benefits to maximize that income. Number 3, review your tax strategy. This can be a retiree's single largest expense. Reviewing this strategy can help you minimize your lifetime taxes on investment withdrawals, Social Security, and other income sources. The goal is to keep what you've earned. For example, a good strategy is Roth conversions to tuck funds away into a vehicle that grows and can be withdrawn tax-free. Fourth is to be mindful of sequence of returns risk. This is a very overlooked and sometimes misunderstood concept. But if your investments take a hit early in retirement, this can impact the rest of your lifetime as it decreases the total nest egg you've got to draw on. A strategy we use for clients is to keep a few years' worth of living expenses in cash or bonds. That way you avoid selling off investments during a downturn and give it time to recover. Next is to watch your spending, specifically maybe using the 50-30-20 rule. This, in essence, is using around 50% of your income for expenses that are essential, 30% for those discretionary spending items, and then 20% for saving, building up your emergency funds, and paying down debt if you have any. That's where number 6 comes into play, which is prioritizing paying down debt that has interest rate of at least 6 to 8% or higher. That means credit cards are the first to go. 7th is to maximize retirement contributions. If you or your spouse are still working, make sure you're contributing to that account to take advantage of the employer matching programs. That's free money and goes directly to the bottom line of this whole net worth conversation we're talking about. 8 is to consider downsizing or moving homes. If your home is too large or too much to upkeep, or you just like to move closer to family or to a more affordable area, the proceeds from selling your home and moving to a smaller or less expensive one can be a direct big boost to your nest egg. 9 is to consider working part time or consulting. This can not only provide some extra walking around money, but give you a sense of purpose. Even working just a few hours a week can really stack up throughout retirement to help you keep your net worth intact. Now, if your net worth is above the median, congratulations. Something important to keep in mind is the larger your net worth, the more complex your financial situation becomes. And that's where planning opportunities open up to help you optimize these factors. The right strategies can ensure you're making the most of your assets, minimizing taxes, and living your lifestyle without worry. If you're wondering whether you're on track or you'd like a no pressure second opinion, I offer a free retirement assessment. You can find a link to start that conversation in the description below. Your net worth isn't just a number, it's the foundation that will support you in retirement. Whether you feel like you're ahead of the curve or you're worried that you have some catching up to do, the important thing to do is have a plan in place. You fail to plan, you're planning to fail. The decumulation phase in retirement only happens once, so it's essential to descend carefully and land softly. If this video was helpful, leave it a like so others can find it, and subscribe so you can find more information to help you boost your net worth and retire well. Don't forget to find the link in the description if you'd like to schedule a free retirement assessment. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.